Oh my god, I feel all nervous because I haven't done this in so long. Yeah, this is weird. Hi, it's me again. Hope you haven't forgotten who I am. I know it's been quite a while since I've been around on here. Um, for that I apologise, but I'm back. I'm trying to get back into things, and essentially just wanted to hop on, give a little quick update, where I've been, what I've been up to, why I've been gone and absent for as long as I have. I'm pretty sure the last thing I posted might even have been my Christmas book haul, and it's coming up to my birthday at this point, so I don't want to have like Christmas book haul and then the next thing I post is a birthday book haul and like all I come on to do is just show what I've been buying or what I've been gifted. That's not what I want this to be, even though they are my favourite things to watch and film and talk about. That's not what I want this to be. Essentially, I've missed this. But I've just had quite a hectic year so far, to be honest with you. It kind of goes back to the end of last year. I know I wasn't posting as frequently towards the end of last year as I was towards the beginning, which sucks, but essentially life has been hectic. There's been a lot going on, but I've missed doing this, so I wanted to come back, have a little chat, have a little sit down. Not going to be much structure to this at all, so I apologise if I just drone on, but I just wanted to have a little catch up. Basically, just, yeah, I don't even know where to start. I don't know, this feels weird to just be talking about like life. But yeah, I mean, towards the end of last year work was picking up a lot more, and that has only escalated this year. I'm working a lot. Work is hard. It's, oh my god, there are two pigeons on my windowsill looking at me. Oh my god, that's really freaking me out. Sorry. I can't get past it. There are pigeons staring at me. Anyway, work has been hectic. It continues to be hectic. It probably always will be. If you don't know, if you're interested in any way, shape or form, I am a little STEM gal. I work in a pathology lab, working on clinical trials, and it's a heavy workload. It kind of doesn't really stop. It's a lot to take on, but I love my job. I love what I do, but it's just a lot, and I don't find myself with much spare time, or when I do, I come home at the end of the day and I'm completely just knackered and I don't want to do anything, and as a result this has fallen behind, but also so has my reading, just general reading, because I come home and my eyes are tired and just staring at, now there's an ice cream van. Just, the world does not want this to go ahead. It's what I'm getting. You know, I come home, I'm tired, my eyes are tired. The last thing I want to do is look at a book a lot of the time, which sucks because I really miss it. Compared to this time last year, my reading has gone down gradually. I'm picking it back up a lot more now, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's not just, so you know, it's not just, I've not just been reading a bunch and not posting about it. It's just, it's kind of a catch-22 situation because I don't have as much time as I'd like to read or as much time as I'd like to do this. And then I also don't feel like doing it, but then I miss posting about my reading, but because I'm not reading, I have nothing to say, so it's like I always feel like I have nothing to give. I have, the well has run dry in terms of videos, because if I haven't been reading, I don't have anything to post about. For example, I read the fifth, which, yeah, I read the fifth Wheel of Time book, god, I don't even know how long ago, several months ago now, and I can't even remember if I made a video for it, like genuinely. My mind has gone blank. I'm pretty sure I did one for book 5, but I haven't moved on, and I really, really want to continue with The Wheel of Time because I'm really, really enjoying it. But the next book is so long and I just don't have the time. But also because I know I'm not going to have time to make a video, I don't want to continue on with the series and stop posting the videos that I've been making after each one. So it's like kind of just a vicious cycle, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, work has been happening, and that's not letting up anytime soon. But I'm pushing through because I'm starting to just feel a little bit burnt out sometimes, and I need this escapism in my life, and I've missed doing it, and I really enjoyed it, and it helped me a lot during like lockdown and things like that. I know it helped me, and I've missed it. In terms of other things, there are more personal. There's another pigeon. Anyway, there are more other personal things that I've had going on. If you've seen on Twitter, or you know me, or you've spoken to me, you'll know that a couple of weeks ago my grandfather passed away, and that's been really tough and a lot to deal with. Not really been the best time. It literally, I think I posted on Twitter a couple of weeks ago that I was planning on making a video, asking for some questions and things to talk about, and then this happened and the video never happened because I wasn't in the right headspace for it. But again, this is something that helps me and something that I've missed, so I'm pushing through, and yeah, just trying to find things that, so I keep watching the pigeons, but yeah, essentially I'm just trying to find things that make me happy and a form of escapism at the end of the day. So yeah, that's basically a catch up, just work stuff, personal stuff, a lot going on, but I'm coming back slowly. In terms of this tweet I mentioned earlier, like, the reason why I've struggled to come back is because I feel like I've had nothing to talk about. Like, someone asked me to talk about my favourite books in the first quarter of the year, and I think I read 18 books this year, which, don't get me wrong, like, ask me like 4 years ago, that would have been amazing. Compared to like the last 2 years, it feels like a lot less, but then also there was lockdown, so I'm trying not to beat myself up too much and like compare myself to like lockdown me, when I didn't have a job, I didn't, you know, I had nothing to be doing. Now there's a lot going on, so I think I'm keeping up fairly well. But I was looking back at the books that I have read, and I think I've rated like 2 books 5 stars this year so far, which sucks. Like, I don't think I've had any like awful reads. I don't think I've rated anything below a 3, but like, just nothing has stuck out to me as like, I've found a new favourite book, I found my new favourite thing. And that just, I'm missing that. I need something to come to me and just like knock my socks off. 5-star read, change my life, new obsession, but it's just not happened. I don't know. But in terms of what I have given 5 stars this year, the first one was Dave Grohl's book, which I highly recommend. I read this in like January. It was one of the first books I read this year, and I read it as an audiobook, which again, highly, highly recommend. The man is incredible and his narration is just wonderful and so easy to listen to. And that was just such a great book. I don't read autobiographies ever. Like, non-fiction is not a genre I really gravitate towards, but like occasionally I do like to read an autobiography if it's obviously someone that I'm interested in. And that one I highly recommend. Honestly, even if you're not a fan of him, I still recommend reading it because he has great stories, he's a great storyteller, and he's just wonderful. I highly recommend. So I gave that 5 stars. The other book I gave 5 stars was, I reread House of Earth and Blood. It's up there. I could reach it. I reread House of Earth and Blood towards the beginning of the year because I knew the second book was coming out. This bad boy. I reread House of Earth and Blood, loved it, 5 stars, because I gave it 5 stars the first time. I really enjoyed it the second time. And then I read House of Sky and Breath, which I gave 5 stars on Goodreads, but I preface that with, like, if I'm being honest, most of the book was like a 3.5 to like maybe a 4 star. It was quite slow, did not need to be this long. I'm not a fan of a rebellion plotline very much. I think it's quite overdone, predictable kind of thing. So I wasn't really loving it, which sucked. But the ending had me, my adrenaline levels were just like sky high. It's worth reading just for the ending, but only if you're a Sarah J Maas fan. If you're not a fan of her other books, you're probably not gonna love it as much, but I lost my goddamn mind. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Just, if you're a fan and you've been putting it off, don't be put off by the first like 80% of the book. Probably 85, 90%. The end is worth it, trust me. So the adrenaline high was like, oh yeah, give that 5 stars on Goodreads in good conscience. I need to preface by just saying that it's not. Just disclaimer, it's not a 5-star book in total. I just felt so hyped and excited that I just had to. But those are the only books I've given 5 stars this year, which sucks. To be quite frank. One of them's a reread, one of them wasn't even really a 5-star, and the other one is the only one that I can confidently say, yes, 5 stars, everyone should read it, highly recommend. So that's all I have to give on that. I'm hoping to find more favourites and find something that I'm like, I need to share this with you because not enough people are talking about it. I'm waiting for that moment. Sort of in terms of reading goals for this year, I don't have many sort of like set goals. One of them is to, I would like to say finish The Wheel of Time, but we're in May and I don't know if that's going to happen, but I want to get to at least like book 10. Bold. But I'd like to. And then the only other sort of like rigid plan I have is my 12 books from 12 friends challenge. Now I did this last year, but I sort of gave up on it after like 4 months. I'm trying not to do that this year. I'll put like a little thing on the screen if you're interested in what the 12 books are. Essentially, somebody made this template and it was going around Twitter, and you get recommendations from your friends for 12 books to read throughout the year. These are the 12 I have. Yeah, so far I have read Kings of the Wild, I've read The 10,000 Doors of January, and The Mask of Mirrors. I gave the first 2 4 stars each, and I gave The Mask of Mirrors a 3 star. Didn't love that one as much as I was anticipating loving it. I found it a little bit like, I just wasn't gripped, and it went on for too long. Kings of the Wild, quick rundown, really fun, really enjoyed it. If you're into your D&D, or like, you just want a fun fantasy, recommend. But the reason it didn't get a 5-star was because it was just, I had a problem with the fact that nothing had consequences, which is such a dumb thing to complain about because that's not what the book was trying to do, but it just lost something for me. But it was really fun, do recommend. 10,000 Doors of January, beautiful book, just a lovely book. I don't really have much to say about it. Wasn't a 5-star just because, again, I found myself sort of zoning out a couple of times, but the actual story was really nice and really well written and lovely. So those are the 3 that I've read so far, just a quick little catch up. Obviously towards the end of the year, when I have hopefully finished and completed this challenge, I'll do a little wrap up of every one and talk about each one in a little bit more detail. But that's that. What else do I have? I don't know. Just basically, I'm trying to take it easy, ease myself back in. Hopefully people want me back and nobody's given up on me because I've missed doing this, and yeah, I'm really trying to get back into it. In terms of things I want to make, I think one of the next things I want to be posting and talking about is Joe Abercrombie books. I've never done a sort of, not a deep dive, but like a guide to type video, and I've really wanted to do one for Joe Abercrombie's books for quite a long time now, but I've never found the time to. Just because the First Law is one of my favourite series ever. I adore it so much, and I've convinced many a friend to pick it up. I have people come into me. It's the one series that I have people come into me and asking more questions about, which doesn't happen very often. But it's the one series that people constantly ask me questions about. Where to start, which is the best, etc, etc. Do I need to read this to read this? So the demand is there. So I really want to do a kind of guide to first law. It's my birthday soon. Birthday book haul will be coming at some point after that. I am sure of it, because I can't help myself. But yeah, other than that, just taking it easy, whatever springs to mind, just hopping on for a quick chat every so often with what I've been up to. And yeah, that's where I'm at, basically. I've missed you. I've missed doing this. I hope you've missed me too. But I'm coming back slowly but surely, because yeah, it's my happy little community. Small little community of people, and I just love it. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. I hope you're having a great day, week, year, because I haven't seen you in so long. What I really want to ask is to leave any suggestions or recommendations for books for me to read, because I'm desperate for some 5-star reads. So if you know me, you know what I like, or you have anything that you're like, someone else needs to read this because someone else needs to feel this joy, give it to me. Fantasy, romance, whatever, I'll take it all. I'll look into it all and do what I can, because I need some 5 stars in my life. So yeah, I will see you next time.